Hi guys, welcome to this Moneycontrol live. You're watching Midday Mood Check with me, Nandita, Khemka, and my colleague Yatin Mota. Well, Yatin, not a very bad start to Monday, given the fact that we had started the day in the green, and we are below that 19,400 mark, but we are trying to reclaim that level. And if you look at the Sensex, it is holding up above that 65,400 mark. What's heartening is the fact that Nifty Auto Index had hit a fresh high earlier in the day, but it has taken a U-turn. But metals and pharma are the pockets to watch out for. So these two indices are holding up in the green. But IT, on the other hand, is among the top loser, given the fact that, remember we have IT heavyweights like TCS and HCL Tech reporting Q1 earnings later this week. So that pocket is under pressure ahead of that. TCS, HCL Tech, all of them in the red, aside of Infosys, which was just about managing to hold out in the green. Among the nifty gainers, no points for guessing. Reliance Industries, hands down top gainer in today's session, up 4% or thereabouts. Stock, I think, did hit a 52-week high.
Market cap has crossed
18
lakh
lakh crores. That's correct. And two bit of news coming in on Reliance Industries. Of course, it has announced 20th of July as the record date for a demerger of Reliance Strategic Investments, and of course Reliance Retail is looking to buy out minority shareholders and make the entity 100% promoter held. Those two, on the back of that, Reliance Industries top gainer, top contributor to the market up move in today's session. Aside of that, if you look at the other gainers, Tata Steel, Bajaj Auto, JSW Steel, Tata Motors extending its run after JLR wholesales for the first quarter came in higher by about 30%. We saw a strong up move come in on Friday, and the automaker is extending that run in today's session. On the losing front, Titan, there's a Morgan Stanley downgrade coming in on Titan. That stock among the top laggards. HCL Tech, Power Grid, Bajaj Finance, BPCL. Those are some of the top losers on the index today. I spoke about all the other movers. In fact, M&M, I want to point out, maybe in talks with British International and others for a 5,000 crore fundraise for its EV arm. On the back of that, that stock was also doing not that badly. But let's talk about Z. There's no reprieve for Subhash Chandra and Puneet Goenka. Shed some light on what's happened, and the stock is down somewhere around 3%.
Yeah, so Z, the SAT has not given any relief to the promoters of Z with respect to the SEBI order, which basically bar Puneet Goenka from taking any managerial position. Now today, later in the day at 2:30 approximately, my reporter tells me there is a NCLT hearing with regards to the Z and Sony merger. Obviously, the SAT order can probably create some bit of hurdle with respect to the NCLT proceedings. We need to see whether or not the NCLT reserves the order for merger, whether or not they take cognizance of the SAT order and the SEBI order, because there have been arguments, back and forth by councils of both the regulator as well as the exchanges and the Z family. So let's see how does the NCLT hearing shape up. But yes, before that we had a knee-jerk reaction since the promoters expected a relief from SAT on the basis of natural justice, but that didn't prevail. Obviously, SAT has issued notices to SEBI and they've asked them to respond within 2 weeks. So this is like a procedural thing, will move back and forth. But yes, the street was probably expecting some kind of positive relief, which didn't come through, and hence the negative reaction in the stock of Z.
Right, that was about Z. But looking at the broader markets, I think mid cap index was down 0.5% or thereabouts, and small cap index was also under a fair bit of pressure. SpiceJet is one stock that is flying high, given the fact that the board will be meeting on the 12th of July to consider fundraise. On the back of that, that stock was up and about, flying high. But Yatin, any other movers you're spotting in the mid cap end of the market?
Yeah. If you look at the mid cap end of the market, we have a lot of stocks. Mazgaon Dock going up 6%, Sun Pharma Advance, CET, Welspun Corp. All of these big names are moving in trade. Olectra, after winning the 10,000 crore order from Maharashtra government on Friday's session, was up 15-16%. Today also another 5% up for this name. We also have Orissa Mineral Development Corporation. That stock is up 6% on the hopes that the mining operations will soon start. We also have some state PSU banks which are doing well. We have Praj Industries, which is doing well, 3% up for that name. And if you look at the stocks which are at fresh 52-week high, we have the likes of Rustomjee in the real estate space, stock up 4%, Raymond up 3%, We also have auto stocks like Bajaj Auto, Tata Motors, Exide being in the auto ancillary space, doing well by about 3 to 4%.
I also want to mention Hindustan Zinc. It has announced an interim dividend of 7 rupees. The stock has
Plunge.
broken a 7-day winning streak, but I think much of it was in the price when
Correct.
the news came out that they will be considering a dividend. You have the likes of IRB Infra that is gaining after the June toll revenue jumped 16%. IOC is the other one which was in focus after the board has approved a 22,000 crore rupee fundraising plan via rights issue, and it is also getting into a 50-50 JV with Sun Mobility Singapore, I believe. That stock was in focus. We had a new debut today, Cyan DLM. It had a very good debut after Idea Forge's 90% premium listing. We had Cyan DLM listing at an over 50% premium to issue price. So it listed somewhere around 400 3 rupees or thereabouts. Yatin, with the kind of frenzy we are seeing in the IPO markets, and of course the fact that our market is also hitting fresh highs. We've seen demat accounts surge to a 13-month high in the month of June. So a lot of this FOMO feeling is driving investors back to the Lal Street, and of course it is being aided by the IPO frenzy and revival of activity on IPO Street as well. Well, in the second part of the session, we'll of course be watching out for whether or not we manage to hold out around that 19,400 mark and end the day on a positive note. Of course, it's a big week given the fact that earnings season kicks off officially, and we have a lot of data to digest both internationally as well as domestically. So lots to watch out for this week. But for now, I think it's a goodbye from me and Yatin. Thanks a lot for watching. But do tune in at 3:30 p.m. to catch all the action after market close, and of course all the stocks that will be on our radar this afternoon. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned to Money Control for all your other news and updates.